Anyway, so yeah, so Romans 13:5. Wherefore ye must needs be subject unto the higher powers. Not only for wrath, not only because you're supposed to be scared for the judgment that you're going to get when you sin, but also for conscience sake, so that your own conscience is clean. Like, well, with the bottle thing, I thought, oh man, my conscience was not clean, my man. And I'm not a righteous dude, bro, I'm telling you. But yeah, some things really mess with me if I really believe, like, you know, that's not good what I just did. You know, a person's moral sense of right or wrong, yeah, that's your conscience. Your conscience is talking to you, right? So the Lord said he brought a great evil upon us because, you know, because we sinned, right? So the Lord brings up these enemies to come and fight against us because of our stubbornness. So he's the one that set them against us, right? So now you have the book of, let me see something, Chronicles, I already covered that, right? Zechariah 12:7. Yahweh also shall save the tents of Judah first, that the glory of the house of David and the glory of the inhabitants of Jerusalem do not magnify themselves against Judah. Isaiah 5:7. Oh yeah, let me get this one too. Isaiah chapter 5:7. For the vineyard of the Lord of hosts is the house of Israel, and the men of Judah his pleasant plant. Now, if you read the book of First Kings, you kind of gonna understand why. It was the Hosea also. It was but the Lord said, Ephraim is my firstborn, so he loved Ephraim also, especially the ones that are on his side, not the other ones, you know. Hosea? Jeremiah, but it was also in Hosea. Yeah. Trying to find that one. I've been looking for that one. There was a whole chapter dedicated unto Ephraim, how the Lord is going to punish him, destroy him, but not utterly destroy him, but he's going to punish him, destroy him, and then build him back up and mold him into what he was back in the days. That's why Ephraim is so great. Don't forget that. You see, these Israelites, we're fighting amongst each other, but we are a great people. But the ones that are continually keeping on hating and fighting for the CAUCUS against us, they need to die. Jeremiah chapter 31:9, and that goes for them Islam niggas, and that goes for them for them Jah Rastafari. I don't want to hate them too much because they still have a dark skinned God, so I'll give them more respect. But they're stubborn too, man. You know. But anyway, if you got an Arab God, fuck you, nigga. Get out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't be. You know, some of them are respectable, so I gotta give those cool cat props too. But a lot of them, I'll be like, oh man, I hope that her family hates you and your kids, nigga. Fuck you. They shall come with Jeremiah 31:9. They shall come with weeping, and with supplications will I lead them. I think this was the chapter. I think then. Was this the whole chapter? Jeremiah 31. The families of Israel, yeah. They shall come with weeping and with supplication will I lead them. I will cause them to walk by the rivers of waters in a straight way, which is close is this. This is what that means. It means this. Psalms 1:3. Blessed 1:1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful, but his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night, right? Sorry. In his law does he meditate day and night. And he shall be, if you walk in the law of the Lord, and he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water. That's how you're going to be when you're in the Lord. Because what a tree planted by the rivers of water is always full of nutrients, always will be having fruit in due season. Because, you know, some trees or vegetables only have seeds of fruits in certain seasons, yeah? But if that plant is near water, it will always have his fruits in due time, right? That bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. That's how you will be in Yahweh Shemeshah, and that's what's going to happen to Ephraim, wherein they shall not stumble. For I am a father to Israel, and Ephraim is my firstborn, right? So yeah, that is what happened. But in all sense, the Lord still loves, because it's not a contradiction, because it says here, for example, here, Sirach chapter 17 verse 17, for in the division of the nations of the whole world he setteth the ruler over every people, but Israel is the Lord's portion, whom being his firstborn. So the whole nation of Israel is our firstborn, but firstborn compared to the heathen nations, right? He nourished with discipline, because he nourishes us with discipline. That's why we get punished, right? And giving him the light of his love, doth not forsake him. That's why we have the light of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And the video that I'm going to share with you is going to show you, because these guys live in LA. They know about the racism. They know about in the prisons. They know. Look, he's going to explain to you, like in the prisons, what's happening there. You have all these races fighting against us, but when these races fight against another, the prison, they split them up. They separate them. When the Asians are fighting the Mexicans, they separate them. When the CAUCUS are fighting the Mexicans, they separate them. But when the so-called black people are fighting against the CAUCUS, the Edomites, yeah, they don't separate them. And the Mexicans join the CAUCUS people, and then you have two races fighting against one, because a lot of those Mexicans, they consider themselves white in the gang world too. So then they fight against the so-called smaller groups, which are the so-called Negroes, in the jails, and then the cops don't separate the prison thing. They don't separate them. They don't, because they're of course they're gonna attack you when you're in a smaller group, but yeah, they don't separate them for the prison's peace sake. But the guy is gonna explain to you, because he knows better about that there. But the Lord is always giving his light and his strength unto Judah, first and foremost. So when it says Ephraim is my firstborn, yeah, it means of Manasseh and Ephraim, but it also means that the Lord loves Ephraim. So just because you have a lot of hatred from them toward the so-called Negroes and stuff like that, the Lord is still gonna go about and rescue them. Salvation is also for them. So you need to remind you of that. Just like how I'm angry at the dark-skinned man for following after an Arab god, or for following after, you know, an Asiatic god or whatever. They still are people. A lot of them gonna be put to death. I have no problem with that. But amongst them that do follow those things, they will wake up and come back to the truth. So we do remember that, right? Because all of us have sinned. Daniel chapter 9 verse 10 and 10, 11, and 12 explains it to you. All of us have sinned. So, right, all of us are worthy of judgment. Right. Oh no, I don't have to be here actually. Let me go back to over. Is Ephraim my firstborn? Yeah. Ephraim my firstborn. I'm a father to Israel, right? So going on. There's another one that I'm looking for. Actually, I've been looking for it for a few days now. Lord willing, I'll find it another time. So Judah is his pleasant plant. He looked for judgment, and behold oppression. Excuse me, for righteousness, but behold the cry, because we was wicked against one another, until this day. Zechariah 9:13. When I have bent Judah for me, filled the bow with Ephraim. This is when we're going to get together. And raised up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece. Those Greeks were the Japhetic people, but the modern day Greeks are the Edomites, the CAUCUS people. And made thee as a sword of a mighty man. When you have a sword in the hand of a sissy, yeah, that's not dangerous. But when you have that same sword in the hand of a mighty man, that's a dangerous man. That's a dangerous situation. You're not really gonna run from him because he's faster than you. It's like a woman trying to run away from a man. Yeah, I'm gonna get you. It don't matter how far you are in front of me. If I really, am about that, I train my muscles and stuff like. I'm not talking about gym, my man. I'm not talking about guys like this. Because what are they doing? They building a body that they don't have, so they're building it, and then when they stop it, then they look like this. Then they look like they're turned back to their original genes, which is what they are. This is what they are, and this is what they build. This is what they are and what they build. There's a difference. Because if she stops this, she's gonna go right back to this. They're all not, doesn't necessarily have to mean fat, but anyway, you got guys like, what the hell? Did that just switch? Yes, it did. Anyway, this is how she looked, but this is how she looked now. Look like a dude after the transformation sets in. Women. Oops, women. The before and after and stuff like that. No, the after. No. Bodybuilder women after steroids. They start looking like men. Yeah, here, for example. This how she looked back in the days, and this how she looked back in the days. But look at her now. Yeah, that's is a face only a mother could love. I don't do steroids. Look at your jaw, my man. You have this manly jaw, all that there. This how she looks. She look like a female, probably Latino or something like that. Look at her now. So these are all a bunch of fake people. So when you see bodybuilders that look like this, just remind yourself like, oh, so you're actually just like a woman. You're a woman to me, because I think different. I don't know. I'm not specialist on stuff like that. I just think about it, and I'm like, oh, you're like a woman that has fake tits and fake fake butts, and you want to show that. You walk around on the planet Earth with your fake tits, your fake butts, your fake lips, your fake nails, your fake eyelashes, everything fake about you. But you're walking around as if you're beautiful. You're not. Because if you really were, you would actually stay yourself. I have nothing for people that go to the gym. I have something against people that walk around like this and then think that you're beautiful. Because this is, to me, better. I don't even know how to spell it. Yeah, this is good. This is dope. Okay, this is too much for me. I don't know, I just want to be regular. Normal is better. I just like normal. I don't know. I love normal. Normalcy, I really love that. I don't know. So like I said, some people like blue, some people like green, but I just actually countered myself. But I'm actually speaking the truth. This is fake. So when you say like, yeah, but it's not pretty for you, it's pretty for him. Actually, this is very demonic, because he lose his foot? Didn't this guy lose his foot with the injections that he was doing? And look at Ronnie Coleman right now. Look at him right now. Look at him right here. Look at Ronnie boy. Look at him right now. Because it's not natural. It's not real. So if you push this, and then later on you turn out to be this, look, this guy used to be this. Where did all the flesh go? Where did all the meat go? It's gone. Because it was never you. And this is 3 years later. He stopped all that there. Even his head got bigger. Neck, everything. But this is fake. But this, let me see. This ain't fake. This is with doing push-ups and stuff like that. When you look like a little girl. But anyway, doing push-ups and stuff like that. Because these are twins. I saw their video. I don't think that they juiced up or something like that. Or they would be looking like this. This guy is a juicer. This guy's a juicer. If he sees his original body, he would just laugh. Okay. He's even worse than this. He's just funny looking. So this is all a woman to me. It's like this is it to me. Where is it? I don't want to put no nonsense, but fake lips. This is how I see a bodybuilder that uses steroids. And this is how I see them. This is how I see them. This is how I see a bodybuilder with steroids. Huh? I'm not talking about the ones that do pull-ups and push-ups and stuff like that. Let me see. Pull-up guy. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how you spell it. Yeah. Yeah. This is far. Okay. That's not saying better, because like, but I explained it. I explained to you like I'm actually want to see Jake's. Yeah, this is far better. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing this and I'm not looking like this, but yeah, like I said, it is not, because I did say that, you know, for some people this is, and you shouldn't say that this is like green is the most beautiful color on the planet Earth and nothing else, and everybody that thinks that is weak. You ain't a real man, you're a male. No. The thing that I just showed you with the steroids, that's satanic. That's evil. That's Esau trying to make a gimme pig out of you, trying to make some money off of you. This is for free. You can just do this every day, normal. They just look, well, they don't look normal, but they look too extra. This is also too extra for me, but still, if I was to choose, I would definitely choose this, because this is healthy and it is better for you. Okay, this would be this is good, just great. This would be just great, you know. Yeah? There's many forms of great and perfection. This is one of them, and there's others. I've seen others, you know, others of course. But the point is that it's natural and it's real, and yeah, you know, this is also strength versus power. Strength. If you fight a person that has power versus a person that has strength in a fist fight, I'm just giving you an example. I'm not telling you to go do that. The guy with strength is gonna beat you up, because he has strength. Power, yeah, if you hit him real good, then he fucked up. But most of the times you're not gonna hit him good because he's fast. He's faster than you. But then again, it all depends on it, you know, what the Most High wants for that outcome. But yeah, a bodybuilder is just a woman to me that wants to show off the fakeness by fake tits, fake hair, and just you're just fake. You're just fake. You're not real. Now, if you do physical strength, which is pull-ups, push-ups, and stuff like that, and squats and all that type of stuff, I like that, man. I respect that. I hope I had that spirit too to do that every day. I don't want to do it every day. I do push-ups here and there and here, but yeah, I don't have the spirit like them to do that. That's a warrior type spirit and a fighting type of thing. But anyway, Zechariah 9:13, already read that. So, the sword in the hand of a mighty man is a very dangerous thing. It's a very dangerous man, dangerous weapon then, you know. But the sword in a sissy, yeah, that's not really dangerous. You could slap the feces out of him and take the sword from him and stab him with his own sword, for example. You know, you're not gonna do that with a mighty man. Well, that's gonna be the nation of Israel, and that which includes Judah and Ephraim together. We're gonna get together. Right, so now I think I'm done with all that there. But yeah, so going back to the racism that we have within ourselves. The Lord is going to cause that to fall. Yeah, that, and let me see here and what's here. Firm and Chinese was firm. So yeah, basically, yeah, man. So basically that's it. So let me read on the rest. I think I'm done right now here. So Earthlings, and yeah, I have to push this because, like I said, there's words that are built up against us. For example, black. Yeah, that's not the word that I used. Different shades of brown, dark skin, dark brown, and stuff like that. I use that one because I'm not cussing myself. You can use it if you want to. I ain't got a problem with it, but once I get that power, I will lop your head off. But for now, you can do whatever you want. Do what thou wilt. You know, I'll do what the Heavenly Father allows me to do. So you can do what you want. The sons of the Lord God himself, Exodus chapter 4 verse 22, and thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, thus saith the Lord, Israel is my son, even my firstborn. So the nation of Israel is the firstborn of the Lord. And I say unto thee, let my son go, that he may serve me, and if thou wilt refuse, And if thou refuse to let him go, behold, I will slay thy son, even thy firstborn. Now, a lot of people might say, like, the Lord is cruel that he's going to do that. But didn't the Egyptians kill all the firstborn of the Israelites? Didn't they want to do that? And in Exodus chapter 1, and also in the book of Matthew, where they wanted to kill the Lord, they killed all the children there, just to kill the Lord Yahweh Shai. So these people been killing our babies and stuff like that, you know. Going on, Ecclesiastes chapter, and the Edomites did it too. Slavery, all the time. Gator bait, let that sink in. So this is the book of Exodus, Sirach, which is Ecclesiasticus 17:17. Oh yeah, I already read that. Now, this is why the people of this planet hate us, because our Lord Yahweh the power, is angry with us for our sins against them, and we don't even know who we are. Africa is an Edomite name, Edomite word, by the way. And our Lord Yahweh, our power Yahweh, the power, is now taking up his 144,000 of all tribes, all 12 tribes, and they're going to go and teach the nations. Everyone shall be taught. The Lord said, Jeremiah 3:15, and I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. So that's what he's doing. Oh yeah, didn't even see that I put it here, sorry. Lamentation, already read that. This answer will be different from all your comments, but only the Israelites that are woken will know this truth. Will know this is the truth. So clearly I'm putting it for the Israelites because somebody is going to see it. And all we do is put bait. Okay? What do? We as Jacob descendants, the ones that are teaching in this truth, what do? I do it with tricks. I have a lot of tricks up my sleeves. Lord willing, I got a lot of tricks. You know what I'm saying? So what are we doing? Right? So it's season Proverbs 9. So what are we doing? What am I doing, I should say? Proverbs 9:1. Wisdom had builded her house. She had hewn out her 7 pillars of stability. This represents stability. Complete stability. Because that's what you get when you build your house upon Yahweh Shai. You built your house upon a rock. And that rock is Yahweh Shai. And if you build your house upon sand, which is Islam, Buddha, Krishna, and whatever, man, Christianity, Caesar Borgia, that's your building your house on sand. You're not going to stand. Right? She had killed her beasts. That's because we are going to eat a beautiful meal. She had mingled her wine. She had also furnished her table. And that's the table of worship. That's because you're going to put the food there. Just like how you had the Passover. You had the table, you had the food, and then we eat and we drink. And the devils do it too. How? I'm going to give you an example. When they worship their God, they also eat. Because of their Thanksgiving, for example, that's also eating in remembrance of killing the people and worshiping Satan and stuff like that. They also do it with Christmas. They also do it there. They also get together and eat food and all that there, and they celebrate to their idol, their satanic god and stuff like that. They call him Satan Claus. I call him Satan Claus. Claus, as in claw, like what a beast has, claws. Satan Claus, right? And they also have the Easter Bunny, where they eat again, where they rememberate their God. But so I understand what they're doing. I hope you understand now what they're doing, because that's what we're doing. But we're doing it in righteousness. Just like I gave you the example, like, yeah, a person that loves green and says, yeah, man, green is the most beautiful color on the planet Earth, and nothing else, man. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't like green, you ain't a real man. Okay, that's bullshit. But when I tell you, like, listen, stay away from them injections and stuff like that, because that is not beautiful. That is not. Okay? Anything else is beautiful but that. Why? It's satanic. It's not real. It's fake. That's like injecting things in your lip, and then you think you're beautiful. You're not. Or else you would not have done that. Now, if you're born with voluptuous lips, that's something else, my man. You know what I'm saying? But if you need to do crazy chemicalistic things that can destroy your liver, kidney, and everything in your body, that's why a lot of these bodybuilders, if they keep on injecting, they die. If they keep on pumping, they die, because their bones are going to get fucked up and stuff like that. When they get older, they get a lot of problems with their bones and stuff like that. So why would I tell you that that is beautiful? It is not. It's not. And it's not. That's not just my opinion, because it is my opinion. Why? Because I don't actually find that beautiful. It's ugly. I want you to see that too. Then I will try and persuade you. You have a lot of people that their DNA is sissy, so they're weak by nature. So that's why they have to inject themselves to look strong, because their DNA is weak. And then when they get children, then you're going to have children like this. Sons and daughter, actually. And how do they look? Look at this guy. He doesn't have the gene of his father. Why? Because his father is not that big. He's a small dude that made himself big, and therefore you get small children. Even though his daughter is large, she's taller. She definitely got the father's genes, with the length, not with the muscles and stuff like that. He definitely didn't get the muscles, and also Arnold Schwarzenegger. Same thing there. No, that's not his son. Where is it here? Like, this is his mutant looking daughter of wife. This is his son. But then he has another son. This one, he really looks like his father. He really looks like his father. But he has a Latino wife, Mexicano or something like that. You know, a housemaid. But he hit the gym too. But he has the genus of the father, so he will catch on real quick. You know what I'm saying? He's able to catch on real quick. And this is his other son. You know, so, and he didn't, of course, hit the gym, but this one started to hit the gym. Sorry. This is his other son. And when he has the long hair, he actually looks like his father. Look. You mean to tell me that that's not his son? That's his son. And he knows, so, yeah. But he was trying to escape it too. That's why the scripture tells you that don't stare at a maid. Stare not at him. Gaze not upon a maid. It said it. Don't do it, because you're gonna want to have it. It says Sirach chapter 9 verse 5. It explains to you, like, gaze not on a maid, that thou fall not by those things that are precious in her. Because you know, let me see, affair. It's not affair, but anyway, it's just bullshit. Yeah, this one, she was looking mighty good to him when he saw all her work ethics and stuff like that. You know, and he just thought to himself, like, man, it's looking mighty fine over there. You know, I mean, to each his own, right? You know, certain people have a knack for certain type of things. You know, so some people like blue, some people like orange or yellow. So yeah. But anyway, for 2 Corinthians 5:11, knowing therefore the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. How? Don't do that. Don't do this. Don't do that. But you need to do this and that and this and that, because the Lord likes this, but He hates that. So don't do that. You know, for example, we persuade you because we know that the Lord is terrible. He will stir up your enemies against you, and He will destroy you, boy. He can destroy body, soul, and mind in hell, and hell is earth. That's where you get your punishment, you know. But we are made manifest unto the Heavenly Father, and I trust also are made manifest in your conscience. So to the Lord, the prophets were already manifest. They're already established. He knows them. But do you know the men of the Lord in your conscience? Yeah. The real Israelites, not the real Israelites. the real people of the Lord that the Lord woke up, they will know the sheep of the Lord. They will know. They will. My sheep shall hear my voice. That meaning, when you hear somebody speak the words of Yahweh Shai, it don't matter how his voice sounds. Some high pitch, some low pitch, some da-da-da, some that, some sound like this, some sound like that. Yeah, that's all their individual voices in their individual bodies, in their individual flesh, but all are in sync with the frequencies of the Heavenly Father, which is of the Lord Yahweh Shai, which has given. Look, John chapter 10 verse 27. My sheep shall hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. And I have given, and I give unto them eternal life, and they shall never perish. Obviously, everyone that died, that was in that time, which Yahweh Shai died, he's talking about when he comes back in the future. They will never perish within me, because I will give them immortality. Also, immortality of the soul. Your soul is always immortal, but your flesh isn't. Neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand. My Father which gave them me is greater than all, and no man is able to pluck them out of my Father's hand. Right? So that's that. And let me see. Exodus chapter 12 verse what? Oh yeah. Now it says here. And it says here, Exodus 12:26, and it shall come to pass, when the children shall say unto you, what mean ye by this service? What service? The slaughtering of the lamb, the 7 days of the unleavened bread and stuff like that, and also the killing of the lamb, here the lamb, or the goat. That's the Passover, right? This is the Passover. Verse 27, then ye shall say unto the children that ask you, it is the sacrifice of the Lord's Passover, who passed over the houses of the children of Israel in Egypt when he smote the Egyptians, which is the Mizraim, right? He killed them and delivered our houses because we were enslaved by them for 400 years, and he killed them for us, right? And the people bowed their head and worshiped. So what is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this, keeping the Passover? The meaning of keeping the Passover is to, he didn't have long hair, he had an afro. The meaning of the Passover is that we remember the killings of our enemies and the deliverance of our people from our enemies. That is the meaning of the Passover. One of the meanings of the Passover, because it says it right here. I just read it for you. When your children shall ask you, what is the meaning of this service, this Passover service? Then ye shall say, it is the sacrifice of the Lord's Passover, who passed over the houses of the children of Israel in Egypt and killed the Egyptians when he smote the Egyptians and delivered our houses. And the people bowed their head and worshipped. That's the reason of the Passover. So when you see them celebrating, when their feast days like Thanksgivings, and because they killed the Native Americans and they took the land, when you see them celebrating this, and you see their little racist shit like this here in the Netherlands, right where I live, by the way, you see their little shit like this, that's because they conquered the Moors that was living in Europe before them. That's it. When you see shit like this, let me see, when you see shit like this, the organ musician monkey, they don't have the monkey anymore a lot of times. They used to have that. You see this, the monkey, right? The monkey you see here with the red hat on his head. But how does the hat look like? The hat looks like what? You see that little head over, this is software generated. This, you see that little thing? See that little thing, the little hat over there? Here, more. The Moorish clothing. Here, look at it. That's it. You see? That's the monkey. That's what they call you. And you're the one that tap dances for them. Until this day, this is Satanism, that crescent moon. Until this day, you have our people worshiping that. But they don't know what the hell they're talking about. and they go up in the Quran and stuff like that. I don't even know what the hell they're doing to a certain degree. I kind of know, but I do know it's Satanism. But they don't know. They don't know. But the Moors used to follow Islam because we had power over here. You had Moorish art in Europe. We had that. We were the Moors here in Europe. We were that. So we were here already. Yeah. And the Germans show you remnants of what we had. The Dutch do it too, but yeah, in their museums and stuff like that. And like I said, if you want to hide something from a nigger, put it in a museum. He's not really gonna go there. He's not really gonna go there. He's not interested in those type of things. Just hide it there, right? You're not gonna have our people going into these museums and seeing these type of things. Italian, Venetian, blackamoor, candlesticks, whatever. You know, you see these things and stuff like that. You'd be like, who made this? Our people made this. That's how crafty we were. That's how beautiful we could do art. You know, we could do things like this. This is hella expensive, full with gold, you know, and gems, other gems. You know. You have these things, you know, all this there type of here. We had furniture representing us, with us, as us, being us, by us. We had ornaments, all these things, you know. All this here. All this. And this is nothing compared to what they have behind the scenes. Let me see, Moorhead. The royals on, let me see. Back in the days, you know, look, this devil. They know exactly. Princess apologizes after wearing brooch, deemed racist. This is not no fucking racism. It shows you what we are and were. We, the Moors of Europe, a blackamoor head. A Moorhead, they call it. This has nothing to do with racism. They want to label everything as racism because these devils want to push that idea out there in order for us to not accept these things. Meanwhile, it is a part of our history. Because if you take away these things, you're going to take away the idea that they existed. And then therefore, you're going to take away the fact of the fact that also the thoughts that so the fact that these things happen, the history of it. So if you see this, you would ask yourself like, okay, where did this come from? That part is going to be taken away because you don't see it no more. Then you're not going to think because you can't, because you don't see something. Look, when you see a statue, right? When you see a statue, a statue is there in order for you to be reminded of something. What do you get when you see this? You see a devil. Oh no, this is volleyball. I was gonna say, like, you see a devil trying to play as if they're the basketball players. When you see this, what the okay, cool cat. This is just hilarious. And they actually sold this off. Like this is the new bust. This was the bust. And then people started talking shit about it, you know. And then, you know, they made this. But this shows you that the CAUCUS is just trying to fuck you over. Okay, that's what their race is all about. That's why when they have this thing, MLK statue, that's why it looked like a penis. It looked like this female is holding a penis. You know, it looked like a big dong being held by that female. This don't make no goddamn sense, man. But I understand it. I understand that they want to ridicule you, you know? Because, come on, man. Don't you think that he knows exactly what he's doing? I'll show you. Here. They know what they're doing. They know what this looks like. They know exactly what it looks like. They did that on purpose. You know what I'm saying? They did this on purpose too. you will see a naked female in the background, but you will see his, look, him. This is how it looks like. And then when you look at it, you'll be like, that's a female in a bikini. That's their art. And then you have the penis over here, you know, also. They know what they're doing. Okay? So don't think that they don't know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? You should know, right? But I know what they're doing. You know, they got little things like this, you know, getting a little booger over there. Later on, they released another version of it where they took this out. Disney had to cut the unintentional erection. Really? Look here, man. You know how long drawing takes? You know how long? You know how perfect these people are when they draw? They see everything what they're doing. It takes longer than this 2-second clip, a few seconds, 5 seconds clip that you see. Yeah, this is a few seconds, but a movie, a cartoon movie of an hour and a half, that takes about a few fucking months. Man, it could take a year or two. Okay, so they know what they're doing. In that year, you mean to tell me that you didn't look at that thing look like a penis? No, man, they are doing it on purpose. But anyway, you have all the, oh, you ran out of words. That's why, because Google is now, of course, being compromised, and all these words you're not gonna see it. But if you go to other search engines, it's gonna be a little bit better. Let me see something. You're gonna see stuff like this. Okay, I'm not gonna click it because you might see some nudity and stuff like that, but we had them in slavery. Yes, we did. We used to buy them. Here you go. Okay, oh shit. Yeah, that. But we used to buy them. Yeah, but we used to sell them also to the Arabs. And we used to have this, and then we used to clean them up. And then what would we do? We would fuck them. I have to say it. I mean, we would lay down with them. I'll say that Moorish woman, having her maid Felix drawing and stuff like that. You know, this would then therefore be a sex object, and her husband would be her owner, and her husband at the same time. So we was doing things like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and the Moorish man with the Arab man. You know, white Berbers, and this is bad weather, and then we started to make children with their females, and then their children became Berbers. That's why the Berbers are hated by the Moroccans. But the Moroccans, they also hate the so-called black people. Of course, not all of them, just like I showed, not all of the Mexicanos hate us. But you do have that racism within them, like the Arabs hate the Moroccan people, right? No. Why do Bedouins hate Arabs? Yeah, they hate Arabs, but the Arabs hate them fucking more because the Arabs have the power and they don't. You know, just like how the so-called black people hate the so-called CAUCUS people, but why? Because they do it, and then therefore you're gonna hate them back, right? That's because, yeah, the roots of Arab Berber violence go unaddressed in Algeria. Yeah, because Lebanon and Algeria and stuff like that, they hate more than the Arabs in Morocco. They hate more. I'll tell you that. Let me see. Is the ethnicity, you know. We believe to a certain degree that a lot of the among the Kurdish are Israelites too. You know, their ancestry might have been Israelites because Turkey is where we were. We were in Turkey. The 7 churches are in Turkey. If you didn't know, the Israelites were there. So, okay, if you look at Turkish people, look at the Turkish people, right? You look at the Turks. Okay, this is Photoshop or something like that. Oh, it's a picture of a guy. Okay. You look at the Turkish people. You have these are Turks, but then you got these too. walking around, and you already know what this is. I should not tell you. The Turkish people normally have black hair and dark brown eyes. This clearly is some fuck up somewhere, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, these are the Turkish ones, right? But then you have the Kurdish, and of course the white Turks think they're better than the other one. But anyway, but they're more in it with together. I will say that Kurdish people. They look kind of the same, but some of them are a little bit darker. But look, Kurds, they look Turkish. Got some sad eyes. They look Turkish. But then again, among the Kurdish, you have also these type of motherfuckers popping up. You know? But who are the Kurds? These are the same people that live in Turkey also. And the Turkish people hate them. But why? There is a reason for that. And of course, they're also fighting amongst themselves, just like how you have the Israelites fighting amongst themselves. Not even now. The times when we looked alike, which is the time of King Solomon and stuff like that. You know, even then we was kind of already mixed up. Ezra chapter 9 shows you that. But yeah, when you see a Kurd and a Turk, you're not all automatically gonna recognize them. Like, who's who? You're not automatically gonna recognize them. Maybe if you hear their language, then you're gonna be like, oh shit, you okay. But it's the same thing with an Arab and a Bedouin. When you look at them, sometimes you might not know. This guy even looks East Indian. Sometimes you might not know them. You know, he looks like he's from Latin America. You see? It looks like he's from Latin America. But sometimes you see it, sometimes you don't. But I know Berber people. When they see a picture of a Berber, they know. They know exactly what it is. Berber people, women. Let me see. Berber women. The Berber women. And like I said, you're not really gonna know, man. Arabs, but the Arabs kind of have a distinct face. You can just look at them like, oh, this motherfucker. They fucking hate us. I always hated them eyes. These fucking Arabs hate us. You know what I'm saying? But not all of them, of course. You know. But I see this type and I just get angry because I know these types. I don't like them. To other people, it's so called beautiful. I want to step on it. The rage, I can feel it in my speech. I can feel it. I can feel the hatred. I can feel it when I say it toward them. But like I said, not all of them. This one I want to wipe off of the face of the planet. Those. But like I said, with the Berbers, I don't often get that hatred when I look at them. It's photoshopped. That's what I mean. How you call that thing? How you call that thing again? A software. That software thing. But anyway, enough of this. The point of me bringing that up is to show you that within themselves they also have a lot of hatred, but there's a point to all that. A lot of them come from the Moor, and a lot are not. So let's just say a portion of them comes from the Moors, and the Moors were Israelites that believed in Islam and that slept with the Arab women, and therefore they made the Berbers, because they was being called barbarians. And then we started to get wider and wider, and then they popped up. You know, that's why some of the Berbers, they look like they're mixed breeds, or they look like they're from South America. They're not. You know, some of them actually look like that. You'd be like, huh, this guy. Until he opens his mouth, you'd be like, oh, I didn't know he was a Berber from that region over there, from Morocco or something like that. Yeah, because you're gonna hear the accent. If he doesn't open his mouth, you're not gonna do it. Just like Manasseh and Ephraim, you know, Shibolet and Sibolet. Yeah, so they can't pronounce certain words. Just like how the Latinos now cannot pronounce Jesus. They say Jesus. They can't pronounce. certain things they can't pronounce, you know. Right. But anyway, this owes all back to the racist hatred that they have towards us, which is going back into the Moors when they had us in slavery there. And then they made the black peep thing, you know, which is this. The Dutch have it like that, and this. The Dutch have it like this with the Moor clothing and the earrings, the big earrings. You can see it. Fucking devils, man! I get. You see, that's why I don't wanna. I can't talk too much on the YouTube thing, cause I'm a the killers. But I can't wait till the time comes. Let me just get one seat. Now I'm gonna get the scriptures that comfort me. You know what I'm saying? Comforting scriptures, which I know, like, once that time comes. Do the Joshua chapter 23 verse 10. By the way, every year I gotta look at that shit. Okay, you can imagine how I'm fuming. You probably can't imagine how I'm fuming, but it doesn't matter. Once that time comes, they gonna know how I'm fuming. One man of you shall chase 1,000 for Yahweh, your power. He it is that fighteth for you, as he had promised you. So then I read these scriptures to comfort my soul, because I'm gonna do stuff. You know, I'm gonna do stuff. Let's just say it like that. Micah 4 and 13. Arise and thresh. You know what I mean? It means to crush you, right? O daughter of Zion, that's what we're gonna do. For I will make thine horn iron. Your horn represents your power. It represents power. And I will make thy hooves brass. We're gonna stomp on you. And thou shalt beat in pieces many people. Ooh-wee. That's what I want. I want to do stuff to people, right? And I will consecrate their gain unto Yahweh. And what is their gain? And their substance unto the Lord of the whole earth. And what is their gain? Let me see. Mansions in here, Bulgaria. Luxury homes in those places. Yeah, this. All that there. Right? All that there. This is their gain. This is what they have. All of this. All these things they have. All these castles, or all these mansions, these towering, behemoth-looking buildings and stuff like that in the midst of the forests and all that there type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? All that there. They have the fancy things. The Arabs have better looking things than this, though, because they got that trillion. They got the oil money. The oil money is the most lucrative, actually, upon the planet Earth. Because, listen, what would you rather want? Infinite amounts of gold or infinite amounts of oil? Think about that. If I explain it to you, it would be simple answer. It would be a simple answer. Oil. You know why? Because what is the last time you saw gold on every single individual person that walks upon the planet Earth? Sorry, I didn't say that good, actually. That's why I said so I was thinking like that. That's not good. Let me say it different. What's the last time you saw, let me see, 500 people, all of them were, and all of them have gold. So of the 500 people that you see, of course you're not going to count 5. Oh, let me make it even smaller. 20 people. What's the last time you, okay, count. Every person that you see needs to have some form of gold on them in order for it to count. So when I see like 5 people, and I see first one has gold, second has gold, third one has gold, fourth one has silver only. Okay, then I got to start over again. Damn. Okay, go. Start over again. Okay, so look at the first one. Okay, gold. Okay, cool. Look at the second one. Okay, gold. Cool. Third, fourth, five, second. Let's say you be at number 15 or 25 or something like that, right? And you finna go to 50. And then all of a sudden at 47, so all 47 have gold, right? And then 48, bam, ain't got no gold on their fingers, nothing, chains, and then, okay, then you gotta start over again. Okay, cool, okay. So, now, do the same thing with a car, and then count. The point is that more people on this planet Earth have need of oil than they have need of gold. Yeah, gold is expensive. Yes, yes, yes. But if you sell to 1 million people, right? You sell, let me see. You're gonna sell gold to maybe like 300,000 or 400,000. Oh, sorry, or 200,000 out of 1 million people. You're gonna sell maybe $200,000. Oh, sorry, 200,000 people. You're gonna sell gold of the 1 million people. Not everybody wants that thing. You know, not everybody has the money to want that thing. You know that also. You know, a lot of people have it, but gold. But yeah, it's not a necessary thing. But of the 1 million people, right? And then you would give oil to them. Well, you can count on maybe 900,000 of that, of maybe 800,000 of those people that need gold. Oil. And it's not just the one-time thing. If you actually have a what do you call it thing? A customer's thing of 800,000, it's not going to diminish. It's actually going to get bigger. And they're going to do it continually. Every 3 days or every 2 days, they're going to fill up that tank. So this is more lucrative because it's going to continually expand and continually grow and go. Here with the gold, yeah, it's not going to really grow. Not all of a sudden out of the 200,000 people, all of a sudden it's going to jump to 400,000 people out of the 1 million that want the gold and that continually buy gold every week or every 2-3 days. Oh yeah, you can dream on. Only the rich can do stuff like that, and even then they're gonna basically, yeah, I have enough. You know, what am I gonna do? Leave for my children or something? Okay, cool. Yeah. So the oil money is stretched longer. So therefore, their Arab houses look far more expensive than this. Yes, this looks so-called pretty and whatever. I would not want to be in this because it's too white. I now have a. It's beautiful. You see, I can find the color white beautiful too. But yeah, I want some black in there and some gray. You know, that type of stuff. But anyway, the point is that the Arab money is stretch out longer because it's the oil money that continually comes in, and the gold money doesn't. So yeah, the gold money is big. Yes, it is, but the oil money, it's perpetual. It continues to loop and loop and loop and loop for hundreds of years. Every day people buy oil. Millions of people, billions of people buy oil every day. Right? That's continually. But not billions of people every day buy oil. Okay, enough of that example. The point is, we're going to consecrate everything that you have to the Lord. We're going to thank Him for giving you for giving us your stuff. And we're going to beat people small. And that's all I'm waiting for. That's all I'm waiting for. But anyway, Proverbs 9:1. Wisdom had builded her house. She had hewn out her 7 pillars. She had killed her beasts. She had mingled her wine. She had also furnished her table in order for the worship to come. But it's also double-fold. She had sent forth her maidens. She cried upon the highest places of the city. So what does this mean? These first 3 scriptures. It means this. Matthew 22:1. And Yahushua answered and spake unto them again in by parables, and said, The kingdom of heaven is like unto a certain king which made a marriage for his son, and sent forth his servants to call them that were bidden to the wedding. And they would not come, because they don't want to listen to the word. Again, he sent forth other servants, another prophets again, because these are the ones that they killed them, saying, Tell them which are bidden, Behold, I have prepared my dinner, my oxen and my fatlings are killed, and all things are ready. Come unto the marriage unto the Yahushua. Because when a marriage come, everybody is merry, they're laughing, they're eating, drinking, and stuff like that. Well, that's what we're doing right now. We're setting the table so that you can come and eat and worship at the table of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, right? By listening to his word. That's all you need to do. Listen. But they made light of it and went their way. One to his farm and another to his merchandise, because it's money. farm is money. If you think farming are poor, my man, just like the continual oil demand, that's the continual demand for food. If you have vegetables, if you have fruit, if you have cattle, if you have what was the other one? You know, fowl, which are birds, cattle and stuff like that. You know, cattle. You know, here. This is cattle and also sheep, and this is fowl. Oh no, I spelled it wrong. Fowl? No, fowls. Fowler. It's a bird. What? You know what? This bird, man. Just look at this bird. I don't know how to spell it. Anyway. Oh man, fowls. Hey, that's what I'm looking for. Fowl. There. This is what I want. These. This is fowl. This is fowl. Lawful birds. I don't know what the hell this is. This is a generated how you call that thing? AI software thing. I'm not talking about that. Just basically chicken and stuff like that. These are fowl. Fowl. This is also turkey, if I'm correct. Is this turkey? Guinea fowl. Yeah, I think you can eat this too. Yeah. These ones you can eat. These ones are in the scriptures in the time of Moses when he fed them quail. This is it. These little things here, right? So edible. When you look at them, they look cute. You don't want to eat them. They look beautiful, like a pretty little bird with his little stupid tootie here, you know, looking at you. Hey man, what's up? How you doing? Right. But anyway, so yeah, those are fowl and cattle and the Most High, and yeah. So when you have that, yeah, that's riches. That's continual money coming in, continual. As long as you have fruit, vegetables, land, and stuff like that, water, yeah, you're very rich. But you're always working, so you don't have time to walk around and yeah, I know I spelled it wrong. You don't have time to walk around in this. You don't have time to walk around in Versace. You don't have time to walk around in this because a farmer is most likely walking around in this. He's walking around in these type of clothing, you know, because it's a waste of time if you just go around. He's an Arab farmer. Oh, that's a Photoshop thing because yeah, because I was all gonna laugh like who the hell walks around with white and doing that? Don't make no sense. Probably a doctor walking around with white among animals. No, you don't do that. You do green. You do all these type of colors except white. This guy probably has nothing to do. You just stand there pretty for the picture. But normally you don't dress like that to go farming. But anyway, so right, farmer is very lucrative, and therefore the people made light of it and went their way, one to his farm and another to his merchandise. If you sell stuff, you know, you're gonna get rich too. So there was more. The point is, they was more occupied with money than with the Lord. That's the point. And the remnant took his servants and entreated them spitefully and slew them. They murdered them. They murdered the servants that came to offer them a meal, to come and eat and make ready for the wedding. Prepare yourself for the wedding of the Lord. Let's be espoused unto the Lord. But when the king heard thereof, he was wroth and set forth his army. These are the judges of Israel. The armies are the judges that come and kill the Israelites because they murdered the prophets. Jerusalem, Jerusalem, thou that murdereth the prophets, which were sent unto thee to come and basically help you, but you spit on them. You pulled away the shoulder and hated them. That's why I personally don't want to give don't want to give the pearls of the Lord unto a swine ass mother buster, because I'll be looking at you like, yeah, I know you don't like us. They're not like us. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna use that right now. Thank you, Kendrick, for making that song. And destroyed those murderers and burnt up their city. Right, and that's the Jerusalem, Jerusalem, thou that murdereth the prophets. Okay, Proverbs 9 and 4. That's what happened here. That's what happened there in these short 3 verses. That's Matthew 22. and many more Matthews, but yeah, that's the little summary thereof. And that's what we're doing. That's what the Lord wants us to be doing, to spread out this word of him and warn them from me. You know, his messengers are the ones that will come and talk to you. And if you don't want to listen to them, then you're going to listen to him, whether you like it or not. You know, so let me read this one and then I'm done. Ezekiel chapter 2. Ezekiel chapter 2, verse 5. And they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house, yet shall know that there had been a prophet among them. Ezekiel 3 and 17. Son of man, I made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, because you're a watchman and I made you so, hear the word of my mouth and give them warning from me. So that's what we're doing. We're warning you from the words, with the words of the Lord. This is his mouth that he gave unto the prophets, and they wrote it down. The men of the Lord wrote it down, and therefore we're talking to you. Because just like you had here in the book of Numbers chapter 17, where the other Israelites, they thought they was big too. You know, they thought they was great. Because it says right here